Emmanuel Goldstein. If you had to choose one razor to use for the rest of your life, which one would it be and why? It would probably be the Gillette Slim Adjustable, because of its fantastic build quality. It's been around for over 40 years and it would remain another 40 years, I expect, and because of its history. Yeah, that's what I choose. Ozzy, how are you doing? No questions right now, but I want to thank you for all the great information. When I first started to research an alternative to the expensive multi-blade razors and the terrible shaves I was getting with them, I was lucky to stumble on your channel. Double-edge shaving with a 3-pass method is great, so thank you. And for making the shaves so damn fun. All the best to you, Mrs. H, and the beautiful flowers. Sincerely, Ozzy. Thanks very much, Ozzy. Much appreciated. John James. Question. Sound like the snob there. Question. What was your shaving history before you came to wet shaving? Bloody peasant. No, it doesn't say that. It just said, yeah. I started DE shaving. Then I went to electric. Then I went to multi-blade. And then I saw sense and came to DE shaving again. And I've never looked back. That was over 25 years ago. Lee Hodgkiss. Great videos as ever, but what's your favourite film and actor? My favourite film is called The Green Mile with Tom Hanks, the best film I've ever watched. And actor would be Sir Anthony Hopkins, who was a Welshman. David Happy Runner Munoz, or Munoz. Paul, what is a good face wash you would recommend to use prior to shaving? Your skin looks amazing, sir. Be blessed, my friend. Thank you very much. I tend to use the Dove shower cream to shower, Head and Shoulders 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner, and when I wash my hands and have a quick wash of the face, it's either Imperial Leather soap, and I got Pear soap and Wright's coal tar soap, so I use either of them. But that's what I use. I don't do anything special to my face. Well, hope that helps, David. Nikki Lowe. Hi Paul, what was your first ever self-bought razor? Wilkinson Sword Classic. Michael Anthony. If you could choose one superpower, what would you pick? Flying. I'd love to fly. Joe Ferraro. If you could only pick one, Fat Tip Piccolo or the Merca 39C. I'm thinking of getting one of these, a second razor. One or the other. Merca 39C. Cigar Buff. Hey Paul, what's your favourite razor and blade combo you currently own? It would be something... Gillette Slim Adjustable. I'm not getting paid by these, by the way. And a Wilkinson Sword Classic. Or a Persona Red, that's a good one as well. I'd say the 2 blades, one of each. I'd use either. Dave C. It has to be the Desert Island question for me. One razor, Gillette Slim Adjustable. One soap, Arco. Or Palmolive, Arco. One aftershave, Evan Lemon Cologne. One pack of blades, Wilkinson Sword. One type of flowers, a bunch of roses. Fazzy welcomes you. Fayaz welcomes you. Hey Paul, old time sub here. Thank you very much. Do you wear fragrances and which ones? Yes, I got a Paul Smith. I forgot the maker of it. Well, Paul Smith and Jean-Paul Gaultier. I've got some from Next Shop. They do some nice ones. I've got a few more, but I can't remember the names of them now. No, it's gone on my head. Those two are some main ones. Jean-Paul Gaultier and Paul Smith. Luca Antinori. I hope that's right. I haven't seen you using alum block, which a lot of traditional barbers do. Do you think it's not necessary with all the products you normally use after shaving? Again, it's a personal thing. You can use it as part of your pass system, your shaving routine, but I don't find I need it. You know, when I use one, it's to make a change, to make it different, and use it now and again. You've not seen me use one in the video. I use the Cyptic pencil just for cuts and that, but I don't use it. Some people, as you say, rub it on, but I don't find the need to do it. But there's no reason for this, no sort of reason I don't use it, but it's just I don't need to use it, you know. So, but I would do it in as a change, as something different. But I don't think it's not necessary. It's a personal thing. Mitch Kistler. Love the vids. You've helped me get so much better at wet shaving. My question is, what is your favourite vintage razor and why? Gillette, slim, exactly. Adjustable, yeah. What is your favourite soap and why? Favourite soap? You know, I got lots of favourites and lots of reasons why, but I've got to answer these questions in regards to a classic like Palmolive, Arco, something like that. It would be easy got at, good soaps, good scent, good performance and good price. So say Palmolive. Finally, what is your favourite aftershave cologne and why? Aftershave cologne, Evan Lemon, the special one. I've got the big bottle is over there somewhere. And why? Because it's so realistic. In lemon scent, is like squeezing a lemon all over your face. I've never known anything like it. This is a cup of tea, by the way. Yorkshire tea. Right. Have I gone too far? Wait a minute. Yes. Mr. Kringlen. Paul, thank you for every single one of your videos. Could you please tell us a little bit about your life? Where you went to school, what different jobs you've had working during your life. Also, do you have any life advice for somebody who is graduating secondary school year 12 this spring? Cheers from Sweden. Well, I'm from Denbighshire. Went to school here. Before I left school, I started to work in a butcher's shop after school, and then I went full time with that butcher's shop when I left school. I wasn't the sort of study type, you know. I like to be out and doing stuff, and I'm not all that clever that way academically. I went full time, and I'm a qualified butcher by trade. And then I was offered a job with Royal Mail as a postman. Now that job was not to be sniffed at then, because it was a job for life, pension, everything, you were looked after. And it's still very good today, even though it's changed, drastically changed. But I'm 25 years, so I've only had 2 jobs really, the butcher shop and the postman, which I've been in 25 years this year. I met my wife through another postman who introduced us, and a year later we got married, and we've been together, is it 20 years? 20 years. Life advice is, I would say, from someone who hated school in a way and hated studying and all that sort of stuff, it's worth the effort of staying and studying if you can, because it does give you better opportunities. You know, I thought, yeah, I just want to earn money, but it does give you better opportunities and opens up more jobs with more money, more prospects in the future. How can I say, and if you wanted to learn after you've left, it costs you money, whereas in school it's free generally. So yeah, do your best if you can, and study and do the best you can. You can always downsize from anything, but you can't go up when it's too late. But just enjoy life, you know, don't take nothing too seriously. Look on the positive side of everything, even when it goes wrong. Straight away think of the positivity out of it, and you'll get by, you'll live a happier life, and just enjoy yourself, you know. Respect others, help others. It's fantastic. I wouldn't change my life though for the world, but I'm sorry I didn't study more really. But as it turns out, I've been very lucky in life, and I'm very content. And look, I've got a lovely channel meeting new people, so it's good. Good question, thank you very much, and give my regards to Sweden. Jed Naus, is it a silent K? Naus. Why do you like lime so much? I don't know, I love anything citrus. It's just one of those things, you know, you like it or you don't like it, and I think it's fantastic. Don Frazier, do you have hard or soft water where you are? And how much of a difference do you think it makes when lathering your favourite soap or cream? We have here, I think it's in between, is it? Something sort of, or soft water have we got? Soft water probably. Yeah, because you scale up if you got hard. Yeah, so it's soft water. And it does make a difference, because I've heard, not from experience, but people talking on here on the comments saying, oh, I went on holiday for 4 weeks or worked away, and it was hard water, and they had the best lathers they've ever had with a certain soap, and when they go back home where they've got soft water, it didn't work as well. So it does make a big difference. Hime Sheth, can we see the infamous Mrs. H? She'll never appear in a video. I don't think so. I have tried. She may put a picture, we may put a picture up in one video or something one day, but she won't appear, you know, in the videos, I don't think. Her choice, not mine. She just doesn't like the camera. Wait a minute, I've gone past his name. Total Anthony. Paul, what got you into wet shaving? Well, getting rubbish shaves, I came back to it, and the cost of the multi-blade cartridges, you know, so those two combined was enough, and I'm glad I did. Did something right for once. Stefan Wolf, keep the great videos coming. Most of the people come on your channel for the information value, but stay for your great personality and genuine enjoyment. Thanks very much. Quick question, what's your favourite beer? I love Guinness. A pint of Guinness. There's some real ales I enjoy. We're lucky here, we got a lot of breweries. But I do also enjoy lager of various brands. Cider, I love cider. I've made my own cider, apple and pear cider, but yeah, I'm quite partial to either of them. But Guinness, I like a Guinness. Shave-a-thon. Oh, we're having some of these twice, are we? Do you still strop your blades before first use and after each use? I tend not to strop them before the first use, but I do strop them on a towel once each way. I rinse the blade and strop it once each way on the towel after the shave's finished. Only once each way, and then turn the blade over and again. Some people hate the idea and they think, oh, it ruined the blade. I've never had a problem with it. In fact, I've had some of the best shaves after doing it. But it keeps the blade clean, if anything else. Am I correct in saying that you remove the blades from the razor after each? Yes, and place them back in the... Yes, I do. And that's when I place them on a piece of cardboard, which I've got numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and depending if I've used it twice, it goes on the number 2. And that's the way I do it. Blue Sparks. Hey man, what is your favourite Russian-made razor blade? What's the name of it? Vosk. Have I got some here? Voskod. I'm sure it's Vosk. I can't remember the name now. Voskod or something. That's a good blade. Stevie D. Hi Paul. Here's one for you. It's not a shaving video, as you might expect, but about food. Do you like haggis? Do you know, I've never tried it. Never tried haggis. And if so, would you consider that for one of your Sunday dinners? With neeps and tatties, of course. I'm sure I'd like it, but I've never tried it. And I would consider it if I tried it and I liked it, yes. Richard Mosley. Hi Paul, what is the one item out of your shave den, irrelevant of price, you could not live without? Ooh, that would be the Evan Lemon Cologne. Bob Graff. Who is Paul? Married, occupation, hobbies. So I'm Paul. I'm a postman. Married to Lowry, Mrs. H. Postman. Yeah, sorry, wrong male. Hobbies. I love filming, shaving, walking, camping, and I've started the last couple of years growing my own tomatoes and stuff like that. So I'm not a gardener. Grass and hedge man I am. Cut the lawns, cut the hedge, and I leave the fiddly diddly to Mrs. H. Fiddly diddly, yeah, the flowers and stuff like that. Apex 820. My question is, I got a new jar of Aftershave soap white. The packaging and decals are different with green and red stripes. It's supposed to be the new formula. What's changed? I've no idea. I haven't seen that one, sorry. But I see somebody's answered the question underneath. It's just... Oh, it's the same thing. It's just redone their packaging. Oh, there we go. Frederick Hansen. Hey Paul, how's the cat doing? Oh, well, we've got one cat now. Sadly, the black and white cat passed away. We had to have him put to sleep, actually. He was 18, but he had severe diabetes. And if we'd have kept him alive, he would have been more in the vets than he would have been at home, and he wasn't that type of cat. So we decided to do the decent thing, and he lived a good life. He came to us as a stray, and he lived a life of luxury his last few years. So yeah, that's sad news on that, but we've still got the grey cat. Bingo Knows. Hi Paul, what's your favourite shaving rotation? Well, I don't have a because I got so many razors. I can't be here all night. I don't rotate in any sort of manner. I just look at the shave den, if you've seen it, and I pick one. And sometimes I'll say to Mrs. H, pick a razor, and or something like that. I just pick what I see and what I feel like shaving with. So, But thanks for the great... and how do you figure and decide on... Well, I just choose. I just look and say, oh, I fancy that today. I fancy a single edge, or I fancy... Or I'll say to Mrs. H, what do you think? Oh, I like the look of that razor, so I'll use that razor. Just as it comes, yeah. Emma Besser. Hello, Paul. I want exact same red mixing bowl as you're using. Where can I get this one? I'm not from the UK. Thank you for answering. That red mixing bowl isn't actually a mixing bowl. It's a bowl I had in the cupboard downstairs. I think it was a dessert bowl. There is another one somewhere. But it's just a one-off. It's not sold anywhere. I have thought of going to a glass maker, or whatever, glass blower, with that bowl and ask him or her if they could reproduce them, and if so, how much would they cost. So there might be a future thing, that, because I've had a lot of people ask about that. So we'll see. At the moment, you can't buy them. It's just a one-off bowl I had, but I've got another one somewhere. If I find it, I'll send it to one of the viewers. Stephen Sutton, question for you. Hi Stephen, if there was one razor that you could get or try, vintage or new at the moment, what would it be? And if you want to add, why? I tell you one razor. I mean, I've got plenty of razors. It's a dream, I think, for some people to have that. It is for me. I can't believe it sometimes. But there is one razor I would like to own, and I haven't got it. It's a very expensive razor. Merca Vision. That's the one. That's one I would like, but they're very expensive at the moment. Well, I'll get one. I'd like to try that. But otherwise, I'm very satisfied. Aaron Teddy. Hi Paul, did you ever finish down a shaving soap or cream before? I'm close with my top sensitive skin, but have you ever used one product till it was finished? Yes, I have, yeah. I've used one of the PaulHFilms. I've used an Arco. Tale of Old Bond Street, I've not used them all yet because there's so many. I can't. Well, I can, but I don't use them enough to have used them yet, if that makes sense. But yes, I would use them and use them and use them till they're finished. No, I don't waste anything. Cerna348. I find your joy and excitement very inspiring. You're always very positive about everything, which leads me to my question. What 5 products do you like the least? The least? That's a difficult one to answer. At least, I like everything really. Tale of Old Bond Street sensitive skin with a yellow label. I'm not keen on the scent of that. That's one. The Geotrumpers Sandalwood Hard Soap, that was hard to lather up. But it's a good soap when you get there, but it's just too difficult. For the price you pay, you shouldn't have to work at it. That Figaro razor I bought, which was a pile of rubbish, that's another one. The witch hazel I buy in the supermarket, the scent on it, I don't like that. But it's a good product, but I just don't like the scent on it. That's all I can think of, though. I can't think of 5. Really. Yeah, I'll have to make do with 4, I think. Sorry. But yeah, I try and look at the positive side of products, even when they're not working well. But you enjoy it then, you enjoy it better. But some things just don't work. Curtis Hill. What's your favourite brush material? Boar, badger or synthetic? I would pick, after using some Oaks, I would pick boar brush because it's as good as a badger. But synthetic are good, but I would pick a boar brush. A Simogue boar brush. Ivo and we haven't these before, have we? Hey Paul, what's your favourite shaving soaps and creams? And what's your favourite razor of all times? shaving soaps, it's got to be the classic I've said before, Palmolive, Arco, Derby, and the Tale of Old Bond Street. But creams, what's your favourite D-razor? It'll be the Gillette Slim Adjustable and the Merca Future, and a few other single edges. There's a few, but that's what I'd pick. And what's your favourite shave preparations? Well, shower, and a big favourite for me is actually preparing the shave, you know, getting the razor ready, the blade, picking what I'm going to use. But if you mean preparations as in prepping, is just a shower, hot shower, and soaking the brush and, you know, doing the same old routine really, but I like that. Andrew Mowbray, hi Paul, question is, have you ever tried a soap or cream so bad you've binned it? And if so, what was it? I've never binned a soap. You know, I've never, even if they don't work, I keep them one side and I go to them every now and again. But I've never binned anything, no. Chris Ryan, hi Paul, could you speak to preventing razor burn, especially on the neck area? I tend to get it despite all shaving practices. It's just, there's a lot of people get it, Chris. What works for me was, a massive turning point for me was no pressure. But as I've said previous questions, add shaving oil or a pre-shave oil or a pre-shave cream onto your skin, and then add the lather, and then do the shave, and then redo it again before the next pass if you have to, and that should help a massive amount. And as I said before, nice to know if it works, so let me know in one of the videos in the comments if it worked. AJ Youssef, love your videos and thank you for making them. My question is, have you ever tried Tale of Old Bond Street in a hard soap? No, I haven't. I've tried the cream and it's great. No, I haven't tried a hard soap from them, because the creams have been so good, you know. So in fact, I'm a bit dubious on paying for top name hard soaps because they tend to be the worst for lathering. In all, sounds weird, but their shaving creams are fantastic. So no, I've never tried the hard soaps, but maybe someone can answer you, and well, I think there's a few here, so good luck with it. Daniel Talon 85, can you speak Welsh? Dipyn bach, a little bit. I can understand more than I can speak. Could you talk about Wales, its history, and how we are a separate country to England? Ooh, that sounds... and anything interesting from your local area. It doesn't have to be in the Q&A answers video, it could be just in general chit-chat during the shaving video. It would be nice for our foreign friends to learn a bit more about the land of our fathers. Danny from Flintshire. Hiya Danny. In the next county, it's only up the road. Yes, I'll speak about Wales and this area in one of the videos. Good idea actually. So thank you so much. That is the end of the Q&A video. I've answered every question I've had here. If I've missed anyone, I apologise. It's not on here. As I say, it's Thursday evening I'm filming this. It's quite late now, but I wanted to get it done. And I've answered every question separately because I think it's worth doing. It's more personal. I wanted to do it that way. It takes longer. The video, I might have 2 videos up, 3 videos up, I don't know, till I edit them. But if you've watched them, thank you so much. If you've left a question, thanks so much. And just a general massive thank you to everybody who's contributed to this channel and to me, be it products, razors, comments, subscriptions to my channel and views. It means a lot. Thanks very much. We're a great community and I hope it continues to grow. So thanks for all your questions. I hope I've answered them how you wanted them to be answered. And it's been good talking like this, just friends having a chat. So Have a great Thursday night, I should say, or Friday. So take care.